Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Testing Mini Bytes. I am your friend Amudan Shaktivel, and in this video we're gonna see how we can run our Elasticsearch and Kibana inside the Docker containers, right? So in last video we have seen what is ELK stack, how it is helpful for the support engineers, and then we also seen about what is Elasticsearch, what is Kibana, how they can help us in setting up the real-time dashboard. But to get all these things started, we need to install them, right? So to install them in your physical infrastructure, it's a little tricky. So when I mean why I say it's a little tricky, okay, let's go to the Elasticsearch site and then see. Okay, this is the Elasticsearch site, and I will also leave the link in the description. Don't worry about the link. So if you notice, getting started with the Elastic stack and all of the stuff, they have given basic information. This I have gathered all the information. Suppose if you see, Elasticsearch is a real-time distributed storage, search and analytics engine. All this data, I got from their official site. If you notice, they have different, we have different OS, right? So if you're using Debian or Ubuntu OS, you need to follow this particular process if you want to install the Elasticsearch, right? So for Mac machines, you have to use this. If you want to use Brew, package installer, all of the stuff, then you need to use this kind of way. And Linux, you have to use like this. And in Windows, it's very simple. You need to go to this particular page. If you click here, Elasticsearch download page, okay, you can go and download a zip file. If you notice in the bottom, it will show a zip file, right? So this zip file you can download and you can unzip it, and there will be a folder called bin. You have to get inside that, and then there will be a bat file, and then you need to double click on that bat file, or you can just run this command elasticsearch.bat. So when you do that, it'll use your physical infrastructure to get that Elasticsearch up and running. But what is the problem with this approach, right? So each machines have their own way, right? If I have to even make a video, I need to use different things, right? So I have to make a video for how to install Elasticsearch in Mac, how to install Elasticsearch in Linux, and how to install Elasticsearch in Windows. It's a difficult task for me as well. So but overcoming this, to scale all these things, right? So if you have a physical infrastructure of 8 GB RAM, if you are storing more data, it cannot handle. You need to use a physical bare metal server or a cloud machines, right? But in case of Docker, you can easily scale them up and down, right? So that's the purpose we are going to for Docker, right? That's why we used Selenium standalone. We have used Chrome browsers in Docker containers, right? Same way, all the application, at least the most of the application, we can run inside Docker containers. So the same way, we are going to run our Elasticsearch inside Docker containers. If you want to run it in your physical infra, please follow this, but I recommend you to run it inside the Docker containers, because that's very simple process, right? So if you go here, they have a install Elasticsearch with Docker page, where you get all the details about how to pull the images, how to run the containers, what are the ports it's exposing, and all the stuff. So if you notice, first they are pulling the the image from docker.elastic.co. This is a repository, right? I have already explained about all these things. This is the tag. They are this is the latest tag, like 7.11.1. This is the latest version, it seems. So and then this is the command, right? So they starting a single node cluster. As I have already explained what is a single node cluster. If you haven't watched the video, please watch the previous video to understand what it is. And if you notice, they're running a very simple command here. All right, so Docker run, they are trying to run a container. You don't have to execute this particular statement, because this run command will automatically pull the the image into your local. If it doesn't find that particular image, again you can run this and then run this, that doesn't matter. Or you can directly run this particular command. They're exposing the port 9200. That this is your you know this is the Docker container port, and they are mapping it to your local host port, right? 9200. And they are also exposing 9300 and then mapping it to your 9300 local port. And they are also passing an environment variable to tell this is a single node cluster, which means they are not using any multi-node clusters. We are going to use single node clusters. This is for our development or testing purpose, right? If you want a multi-node as well, you can use that. But for now, we are going to use a single node cluster. But there is something missing in this particular command, right? One thing is they are not naming the containers, right? So it will by default assign some random name, and it will have a different ID. So for our easier purpose, what I have altered this command, I have altered in such a way that I included hyphen name, and then naming the container as Elasticsearch. Apart from that, all other things remains the same. So in your Docker machine, I hope you have installed Docker by now, because you'd be watching the Selenium framework series from the beginning. If not, please do watch that, where I have explained how to install Docker and all that stuff. So just run this particular command in your Docker machine, right? So if you run this, you can get your Elasticsearch up and running, right? So in my case, I already have my Elasticsearch in stopped state. Okay, when I type docker ps-a, it gonna list me all the containers even in the stopped state. I am using Elasticsearch 7.8.0. In your case, it is 7.11.0. Again, I have pulled it from the Docker hub as an official image. But in your case, you are pulling it from the Elastic Docker registry. That's fine, absolutely fine. I'm using a different version. You are using a different version. In your case, you need to execute this particular statement. In my case, I already have them in the stopped state. If I remove the container, all the data that I have for demonstration purpose will be, will be deleted. So for in my case, I'm just kicking start those containers, just Elastic search. That's it. Docker start Elastic search. In your case, you need to execute this particular statement, guys. So everything is absolutely fine. So once it printed you this, you can also check the logs, okay, Docker logs, and you can also print the logs to see whether it is up and running or not. See, this is a whole logs, because in my case, I've been using this for so long time. So there are so much of logs. In your case, the logs will be very less. And I hope it is up and running now. Just go to the browser and then do localhost 9200 and then hit this particular URL. So once you do this, it should, you know, print you, yeah, it should print you this particular thing. So if you notice, the name of this particular server is Elasticsearch, the cluster name is Docker cluster, the cluster UUID is this, the version that I'm using is 7.8.0. In your case, it will be 7.11.1, I think. And all these things, all the other information are coming, and you have the tagline for your Elasticsearch, that is, for search. Good. So once you have this up ready, once you see this message, it means you have your Elasticsearch up and running. In your case, it may take a little bit of time because it will download the, it will pull the image from the repository, and then it will get it started. So it may take a few minutes. So keep patience, right? So once you did this, right, the second command that we're going to do is this. Okay, we have our Elasticsearch up and running, but we need to, have our Kibana up and running. So let's go and see this in a simple diagram. So this is my Docker. Okay, I have already this Elasticsearch up and running. This is exposing the port 9200, and I am mapping it to the port 9200, guys. I hope you all by this time understand what is this command is all about. If not, I will try to explain it again. So run command will run the container. If it does not find any image in the local, it will pull the image from the Docker, whatever the repository that you are mentioning, whatever the registry that you are mentioning, and I'm just mapping the 9200 to the Docker container port 9200, which means whatever the request that I'm hitting here will go to the, so I'm hitting this particular thing, okay, but it is, since this is, whatever the request that is coming to 9200, it will be delegated to the Docker container port 9200. That's why I'm seeing all these messages, right? So the same way, I'm going to expose the 5601 to the 5601 of the container for the Kibana. And most importantly, I need to link these two containers. Okay, if I need to link these two containers, I need to use a link command, hyphen link command. That's what we are going to do now, right? So apart from that, the commands is very simple. And then I'm naming the container as Elasticsearch. I'm also passing the environment variable, that is discovery.type single node cluster. Just to mention, this is a single node cluster, and this is the registry from which it will pull the image, and this is the version of that particular image. In your case, you can also use 7.8.0, but this is seems to be the latest version. You can use this. The same way, I'm going to kickstart my Kibana. So the same thing is available in their official repository, so I can leave this link in the description. You can also have a look at it. They are pulling the Docker image, Kibana image, and then they are running this particular thing. Even here, they haven't given the complete command, so I'm going to use the complete command from here. Right, so I have made a complete command here. So in your case, you have to run this particular command, docker run, exposing the port 5601 of your Docker container and mapping it to the localhost 5601. And I'm also naming this container as Kibana. I'm also linking it to the already existing container Elasticsearch. If you haven't named your container, you can give the Elasticsearch container ID, and then the link name is Elasticsearch. And then I'm trying to pull the image from this particular registry, and this is the version of this particular Kibana image. So once you run this particular command, you can see your Kibana up and running. If you notice, this is my command prompt, and here I already have my Kibana that's in the stopped state. So I will just use a start command to get start my, docker start Kibana. In your case, you have to execute the command that what I have mentioned in the slides. Once you do this, you will get the Docker logs Kibana, right? Sorry, there's just typo logs. So once this Kibana is ready, we can just check it like how we checked our Elasticsearch. So maybe I'll create a new one and then I'll use 5601 as the port. In your case also you will see some loading elastic image, and then this is the home screen of your Kibana. If you get this until this, then we are done with our setup. We have our Kibana that is up and running on 5601. That's also an our Elasticsearch that is up and running on your 9200 port. So we have installed our Elasticsearch and Kibana. In the next video we will see how we can operate on the Elasticsearch, how we can create visualization in Kibana, how we can create a real-time dashboard for our Selenium automation test. All these things are coming up soon. So until then, Tata bye bye from Amudan. If you guys are new to this channel, please do subscribe and share with your friends. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.